So then, you join me here in a windy and not as warm as I expected, Lisbon, Portugal. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm here for one reason and one reason only. And I'm not going to beat around the bush. The reason I am here today is to watch Viktor Gyokeres play for Sporting. Obviously, he left Coventry City around about a season and a half ago. Multi-million-pound move to Sporting. He's become one of the best strikers in the world. And I only booked this trip about a week and a half ago. And on Wednesday night, Gyokeres was not on the bench in the Champions League. I'm here in Lisbon. The likelihood of him playing is very, very slim. If he doesn't play, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. Regardless if I go and watch any level of football on this channel or whatever. But we're here in Lisbon. Seems like a beautiful sea. I'm going to have a little mooch around. And I just hope I see Gyokeres play. Well, I tell you what, this place is windy and very hilly. And we've walked up, honestly, hills and hills and hills to get up to here. This is some nice castle. There's some guards over here. Yeah, here we have some post boxes. This is a blue one, this is a red one, and you can send mail using these. At least I know what these do. Well, all that climbing up hills and stairs has led me up here, and have a look at that view. I mentioned all that climbing. We've ended up here. And there's actually a lift that takes you up here. And look, I know my knowledge is awful. All I know about Lisbon is literally the football teams. But the view from up here is absolutely unreal. You've got over there the sea, the boats coming in, the ships coming in, all the buildings. There's like a castle over there. And people are paying for the elevator. Just walk up here, lads. €6.10. Lewis, I bet you're buzzing that you've saved €6, mate. Wow. Now, I know I never took you up the Blackpool Tower, but I don't think it's going to have a view nearly as good as this. Maybe, who knows? Unless you're physically unable to. Genuinely, just do what I did. Just wander about, accidentally end up here. It's the first thing I can recommend to do in Lisbon anyway. As expected, the Portuguese are absolutely obsessed with the football. You've got Sporting, Benfica, Porto. Well, I didn't want to bore you with just all the sights of Lisbon because this isn't a sightseeing channel. We've arrived at Ronaldo CR7 Corner Bar and Bistro. Literally just down the road from Ronaldo's bar. It's this absolute beauty. No wonder Gyokeres ditched Coventry for this place. This place is absolutely unbelievable. I think I've seen everything there is to see. But despite all of this, the main event is my good pal over here, the random panda. Anyway, mind the fact that I'm wearing, oh my God. Anyway, mind the fact that I'm wearing a woolly hat and sunglasses. It's sunny but really, really windy. I think it's about time we head to the ground, have a look around there. Really looking forward to the game tonight. I just really hope Gyokeres does play. Whoa, what is this? What is going on here? 22 years on Earth, and I have never seen this. Yep, it's just decided to go flat. And we're back down the stairs again. Unbelievable. Wow, look at this, modern technology. Portugal, so advanced. And so we have arrived at the ground. We're following the crowd of people. Not a clue where they're heading to. I'm assuming it's the ground. And that corner has well and truly turned. And we are here at Sporting Club de Portugal.
We've arrived at the ground. It's got an absolutely massive crowd. It's got a Lidl, it's got a Burger King. It's got absolutely everything. I had to get one, even though he's probably not going to play, even though he's probably injured. That's the boy.
Oh my, this is absolutely mental. This is the ground. There's a Lidl. Looks like there's a JD or something in there. It's a running track, go on. Usain Bolt. Well, I'm just enjoying my sausage roll from Lidl. And we've done a lap of the ground. And Lewis is walking around with his Coventry shirt out, Gyokeres, you know, proud. kind of said we're not going to look at the team until we go in. It's now 5:10. It's a 6 o'clock kickoff, so the lineup is out. I have a sneaky feeling he's not even in the team. I mean, we've been saying it all week. Also, I know I've made this whole entire video about Gyokeres, but it would be very stupid for me not to mention this man that once played for Sporting and pretty much kicked off his career. I mean, he wasn't on Gyokeres' level as a player in his prime, but he was all right, I guess. My word, I thought Sunderland away was bad. There's still more. Oh, you having me on? These stairs go on forever. If you go to Sporting, just pay the extra couple of quid and sit in the lower tier. Don't be a cheapskate like myself. Finally, the concourse. Settling for a Pepsi, there's the ground. I'll show you the view quickly of the concourse. This is what we're looking at from up here. It's not as good as the view earlier, but I think that just shows how high up we are. And of course, more and more stairs to get up here. And this is what we're looking at. This is the view of the ground from our seats all the way up here. Reminds me a lot of the Emirates in England, but this is one thing that I find quite concerning. You know, in between the pitch and the fans, you've got a fire engine down there, just a massive gap. Anyway, the moment of truth. Can you put me out of my misery? And can you check the team and see if he's playing? I highly doubt he is. Well, he's not in the team. Bench. He's not on the bench. The reason I'm here is to watch this man play football like I haven't done it nearly 100 times already. It's one of them. Lewis has also informed me he has played every single league game this season. This will be the first game he misses. Yeah, don't really care about any of the other players.
He also played all 7 Champions League games until he got injured.
Bar the game on Wednesday, of course. Well, regardless of the fact Gyokeres isn't playing, it's Sporting versus Farense, my first ever game in Portugal. It's my 11th country watching football now. I know I said I wanted to start travelling all over Europe and watching games, and I'm absolutely buzzing for this regardless. An absolute massive fan of the ground as well, and I also want to give a big shout out to the travelling Farense fans that have come up here. 2-3 hour journey up to Sporting. They've probably been here numerous times. I doubt they've won here very often. Wow, it's already turned 6 o'clock. The game should have started by now. And what's with the light show, lads? Come on. Kick off here. I wasn't expecting that. There we go. Early goal for Sporting. Very early in the majority of the possession. First 10 minutes. Great start for the home team. Fully deserved as well. They've had 3 or 4 chances up there, half chances at that, but they've lost their possession. They clearly wanted an early goal, and that's what they got. Just a comment on the atmosphere though. This is the only ground I've ever been to where there's ultras over here, there's an ultras group over there, both supporting Sporting, both singing different songs. It's really weird. Like, if they merged, the atmosphere for these league games can be brilliant. I'm sure on European nights they're absolutely fantastic. I've also not mentioned the random pile of sand. I'm sure that's for the pitch, but yeah. Another shot. Oh, it's just wide of the post.
And there's the second from a corner this time for Sporting. Say what, another well-deserved goal. Crossing from a corner there, just had a player taken off, he was stretching off injured, and the corner that came from that injury ended up in the back of the net.
Trincao. Oh. And the keeper's got a time waste. It's been his tactic since 0-0, and they're 2-0 down, and it's still the tactic. Look. I mean, you're losing the game 2-0. And well, this is what I love about professional football, top flight football, VAR. So Farense have just scored a goal. It was offside. It looked offside. And now we're taking ages to go over the VAR. Yep, it's not just in England, clearly. All the English fans seem to think it's just in England. Oh, VAR. They've announced that Farense have scored. It's 2-1. The reason I didn't film it was because I didn't get the goal on camera, and then straight away they said it was offside. Confusing, but it is 2-1. Definitely the best chance Farense had all game anyway. They had no sniff at all. One chance, ends up in the back of the net. It's been given from VAR. It took its time, but it is what it is. And there is half-time whistle, 2-1 to Sporting at the break. Quite an entertaining first half. Sporting have absolutely dominated, but for Farense to get that goal just for the break has given them a lifeline. It's been entertaining, 3 goals. Obviously no Gyokeres, a little bit disappointed. I'm absolutely knackered at this point as well. Well, no King of the Tea today, but we do have some t-shirt, what are they called, shooters? Entertaining. Anyway, both teams are now back out for the second half. A little setback for Sporting late on in the first half, but I feel like they can easily get away with winning this game 3-4-1. At 2 then I thought it would be 3-4, maybe even 5, but coming into the second half at 2-1, it's a lot tighter game, it's a lot more interesting now. And I know I took the mick out of this Farense goalkeeper for time wasting, but maybe his tactic's going to work here. I take back what I said in the first half. Makes perfect sense to have ultras on both sides of the ground now. I mean, I want to talk about the atmosphere. For a throwaway league game against a mid-table side, it's been absolutely brilliant. First time from Trincao. It's a good save. Here. Gets to it. Oh, it's just wide of the post. Sporting are all over them, but Farense have just backed off. They've done really, really well and defended so well in this game. All it takes for them at this point is one chance, and they could nick a point here. Messed up here. Farense are in now. Oh, that's a brilliant tackle. There we go. That third has finally came. They wanted that all second half. And there's a couple of times where, nail-bitely, Farense are on the attack, but that's probably secured the 3 points now for Sporting. And what a celebrations from them Sporting fans, they're absolutely bouncing. Last year's champions. The atmosphere in here is fantastic. And it's a fully deserved win, they've been the better side. I don't know how well you can see it, but everyone in that stand is bouncing right now. I mean, say what you want about the Premier League being the best league in the world. Come to any random league in Europe and you'll get a better atmosphere, you'll get a better match day experience for value for money. Yes,
You're not going to see the stars you want to see. I learned that today.
But let's make it the Premier League equivalent. You're not going to get an Arsenal, Man City playing Bournemouth with an atmosphere this good.
And there's the full-time whistle. A well-deserved 3-1 win to Sporting. Fair play to Farense, they held their own. They didn't look outclassed very much in that game, if I'm honest.
I may not have seen Gyokeres play for Sporting, but it was a pretty decent experience nonetheless.